Hang on, you've just...
No, I like it. This is brilliant.
Halfway across the Grand Line. Arrival at the Red Line.
But I like this.
What kind of power is that?
Oh, damn. This fight just delivers one crazy thing after another.
Everything in this world, One Piece. Imagine all the things that have been sacrificed for such a foolish dream. If this is what their era means, I will crush these things without remorse.
I hate to say it, but it looks like you picked up...
Hey guys, I'm finally back, and the thing I wanted to talk about was One Piece trailers. I know what you're thinking. You've been gone for a year. There's been a whole lot of things that have been going on in the One Piece world since you last talked. The dub came back. One Piece is on Netflix. Japan's going back and doing all the older episodes on Blu-ray. Funimation dubs on Blu-ray. Viva Guards are coming back. And you want to talk about trailers. The trailers that nobody watches. And yeah, I want to talk about the trailers. Who else is going to talk about the trailers? I mean, do you think Mr. Morge is going to talk about the trailers? No. Many One Piece fans go their whole lives without seeing a single one of these trailers. I mean, new episodes come out on Sundays, new chapters come out on Fridays. Fans can totally keep up with the series and be completely independent of news feeds. You don't have to look for trailers. You know when new stuff's going to come out. But in my opinion, the trailers are a crucial and underappreciated piece of the franchise, and especially its effect on American culture that revolves around One Piece. The way Americans see One Piece is very different from Japan. Now, before I talk about the trailers themselves, I need to lay down some ground rules. There's a lot of trailers out there, and there's certain ones I'm not going to be talking about. Number one, the Japanese trailers. I don't speak Japanese. I don't understand the impact they have on Japanese people. I don't know which ones Japan liked a lot. I don't know which ones Japan hated. And I definitely do not have them all. I don't even think half of them are on YouTube. I wouldn't even know where to start. 2, the Odex trailers. It's a miracle that I even have the Odex dub at all. It's borderline lost footage. If it were not for the VCDs, it would be lost footage. And I definitely do not have any trailers because those would have only aired in Singapore. The dub was so low budget, I don't even know if they had trailers. Number 3, for similar reasons as the Odex dub, no trailers for Funimation's Cartoon Network dub. There was a brief era in between the 4Kids dub and the One Piece Uncut DVDs where Funimation was continuing the dub where 4Kids left off. It was still censored because it was airing on Cartoon Network, and just airing it completely uncensored was impossible, but they did a lot less of the egregious editing that 4Kids did. It aired for 25 episodes and then it got canceled, so not even a year. So I think it goes without saying that I did not find any trailers for this. Number 4, clips of the One Piece dub. Funimation's released a lot of clips. Some of them were before that voyage was even available. You know, it was kind of made to hype the release. But even if it came out before the release, I'm not going to talk about clips because there's nothing to say. They're just unedited clips. And lastly, I'm going to be talking about these trailers for the most part chronologically.
My fortune is yours for the taking, but you'll have to find it first. I left everything I own in One Piece.
Gold Roger's my hero, and I'm going to the Grand Line. I'm gonna find One Piece.
They say I break the rules. I guess it's how it seems.
Now, I looked around a lot of places trying to find trailers for the 4Kids TV dub. Because, I mean, if you've seen, like, 4Kids channel stuff, like, trailers and stuff can be pretty wacky. There's that one thing where, like, they all sing the Pledge of Allegiance. I see that every 4th of July. It's hilarious. But other than that, I found no content. I was only able to salvage one trailer, and I didn't even find it on the internet. When I was a kid, I had a Sonic X DVD, and that had a trailer for One Piece. It's a very interesting trailer. Like, you know the 4Kids opening, the rap, where it's like, yeah, this slaps, but it doesn't fit One Piece at all? That's exactly what this trailer's like. There's one segment in particular where it's like weirdly sensual, and it's like, what are you... Why?
So why not come aboard and give your life a twirl? It's time to make a break from your dreary, weary world. Let others play it safe.
One pirate sets forth on a quest to be king of them all, inspired by a hero, wise words, and a legend. The epic adventure sets sail. Join Luffy and his new crewmates, Zoro, pirate hunter, and swordsman.
Weirdly enough, the first actual trailer for the Funimation dub, it wasn't the uncut DVDs, it was the trailer for the movie The Desert Princess and the Pirates Adventures in Alabasta. That one technically came first, depending on if you count the theatrical release. For the most part, they came out at the same time, and I don't have much to say about that trailer because it's basically the same as the DVD trailers that came out. These trailers followed a format that was fun and family friendly. The format had a heavy emphasis on, like pirate-themed fonts, treasure chest wood for the backgrounds, very piratey themed. It didn't seem like a show for kids, like the 4Kids dub did, but it definitely didn't seem like a show for adults. It's like for preteens. However, the first couple of trailers, they make a heavy emphasis that this is not the 4Kids TV dub, it's completely uncut, it has a different cast from the 4Kids dub, etc.
I just used you guys to get what I wanted. You were skilled enough to serve my needs, but boy, were you guys a bunch of suckers.
She had you guys completely fooled. It's no use.
There was a very short hiatus after Season 3 ended where Funimation wasn't releasing Season 4. Instead, they were releasing the collection DVDs. These collection DVDs were just like the Voyage DVDs. In fact, they're the same discs. It's just you get double the episodes for the price of one. A collection has 26 episodes, a Voyage has 13. These trailers were a lot like the Voyage DVD trailers. These trailers were mostly the same format as Era 1, but the signature difference is that they were made to have a slightly more mature atmosphere. The narrator's gone, and there's a lot of these have really dramatic music. And it's not my favorite format, but it's a really good format, and they kept the format all the way to Collection 20, so it seemed to be an effective one.
Don't give up on the Mary! What about all the adventures we've gone on together?
What? So you know better than the shipwrights?
Is that how little the Mary means to you, Luffy?
There's nothing you can do. We're getting a new ship, whether you like it or not. This is the end of the road for the Mary.
During this era of Voyage DVD trailers, Funimation decided to drastically change the format of the trailers. It was a risky decision because you'd think that if they were going to change formats, they would shoot for a mature vibe, but they shoot for a chill vibe? Like, the music's really relaxing, and the captions, the screen has these little props rowing along, it's like a little play stage. It gives the show a vibe that this is something you could, veg out to, and I mean, it's not wrong. Very fascinating set of trailers. One of the Season 6 trailers had a typo, and the title said that the Voyage would be releasing as a Blu-ray DVD combo. I don't know how many people this bamboozled, but however many it is, it wasn't enough, because the typo is still on the video to this day. Absolutely astonishing.
And thus, a year and 3 months after the death of his father, a child was born with the blood of the world's most odious villain in his veins. That child was you. Your true father is Gold Roger, the king of the pirates.
This set of trailers, this whole video exists because of how much I love these trailers. These trailers converted me from a sub or die One Piece fan to a dub worshiper. These videos are just amazing. It's a similar format to Era 2, but it's been optimized. The chill music has a really cool beat. It's not so much for relaxing, but it's like music that's hip for the kids, for the teens. It has ups and downs that can give the trailer a sort of climax and payoff. You know, it's not just showing random clips. It can actually have, you know, it can get you elevated. And the trailers make full use of this. The pacing in these trailers is tremendous. Like you have to understand, at this point in One Piece, barely anything happens in 12 episodes. Like, you go to Impel Down, 12 episodes into that, Luffy's in like, what, 2 floors into Impel Down? Like, it's gonna be 2 more voyage sets until he's actually, you know, out of there. So how the heck, put yourself in the shoes of the editor, how is someone to sell this DVD and show stuff like it happens? You can't even show like a climatic scene where a punch happens, because that would take up the whole 2 minutes of the trailer, right? I don't know how. Props to the editors. They do it. They take the whole 12 episodes and they put parts of it into 2 minutes, and it feels like you watch the whole thing. I mean, aside from spoilers, like the trailers don't try to spoil too much, but you get the gist of what goes on in these 12 episodes. They put everything that you're gonna remember after watching that set. And I should note that the movie trailers that came out during this era, Film Z, Film Gold, Heart of Gold, that's technically a TV special, but you get the idea. They're all equally excellent. They don't follow the same format, but they follow the same vibe. Like everything I mentioned about the pacing, and the music, and the editing, like that still stands. The only thing they dropped was the format with, you know, like the yellow fuzzy filter and stuff. The Film Z trailer in particular is jaw-dropping. I mean, you guys already know how I feel about the trailer and the movie itself.
All it takes to be brothers is to share some sake. So from here on out, we're brothers. Cheers to that. Cheers!
I swear to carry on your will. It's all that I can do now.
The last man standing could be the one to inherit the legacy of Fire Fist Ace!
This era, as indicated by the title, was a 2-year hiatus where Funimation gave us no episodic content whatsoever. If I had to guess, it was heavily related to getting canceled on Toonami and the fact that they had to change the budget so that the dub is directly funded by Toei Animation themselves, and they reorganized it so that
we've got multiple teams that are going to be working on these dubs simultaneously.
That's all speculation, though. We've never gotten a formal explanation. We did get content during this hiatus, however. We got several TV specials. We got Stampede, which released in theaters subbed and dubbed. One Piece even came to Netflix, with the dub being synced up to the remastered special edition that we saw previously on Crunchyroll. All of these things I just mentioned, they all had trailers, and they all had different formats. East Blue had a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. The Stampede trailer was very reminiscent of the Film Z trailer, very, you know, just badass. Episode of Sabo's trailer had a weird moment where it was like, complete your One Piece collection, which is just weird because, like, we've gotten a ton of content since then. What did you mean complete? Like, ironically, the Netflix trailer was the closest to the standard DVD trailer format, even though it was probably people at Netflix that had to make that trailer as opposed to Funimation. Other than that, I don't really have much to say about this era. A couple weird things, Collection 21 never got a trailer, they just went straight to Collection 22. And the trailers for Collection 22 and 23, they were just unedited clips. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about unedited clips, but up to this point, the collections weren't unedited clips. Very weird stuff.
So we meet again, Rubberman.
Don't back down! Straight ahead! Let's go! We'll die!
He's dead anyway!
Less whining, more ass kicking, right?
You heard the boss, get ready to fire!
This is the current era of trailers that we live in. It's a very exciting era, but a very unpredictable era. Trailers can pop out months or weeks before release. The trailer could be about the Voyage's digital release on the Microsoft Store. It could be about the Voyage's availability on Funimation Premium. It could be about the DVD Blu-ray release. It can be a minute long, it can be 3 minutes long. A Voyage could get one trailer that's released on Twitter and never seen again. Or it could have 3 trailers, 2 of which are on YouTube. And if they have multiple trailers, the 2 trailers can be completely different or mostly the same. The overall vibe that I get from these trailers is that Funimation wants a new and consistent format, but production's just rolling so fast that nobody knows what's going on, you know? Now, I know it sounds like I'm very hard on this era. Like, this era just trash trailers. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what they're doing. And yeah, I'll admit I'm critical. I'm probably more critical than most people that watch these trailers. But I'm really fond of these trailers, actually. My favorite of which is the trailer for Season 10 Voyage 1. At this point in the 2-year hiatus, I was so starved for One Piece dub content, and this trailer was so damn good. I probably watched it a dozen times. The only complaint I have is that we've had no trailers for collections 24, 25, 26. The collection DVD trailers are just dead. And it's a shame too. Those trailers had such a good format. Like, they didn't have to change it for 8 years because it was a really effective format. And then they just ditched them all together.
They just keep on coming.
The English One Piece trailers are hype. Maybe you've never cared about them. Maybe you've watched this video and you still don't care about them. I have an iFunny account, right? Where I've posted all the One Piece trailers in chronological order. The ones from YouTube, the ones that are only on Twitter, the ones that you need a Funimation Premium account to see. I even posted that trailer for my Sonic X DVD. Like, for real, what compelled me to do this? This isn't rhetorical. Why did I choose to archive these trailers on iFunny of all places? Like, they didn't get a lot of likes. Nobody goes on iFunny to see that shit. I'm just insane. I don't know what's going on over at Funimation. They seem to have pushed One Piece trailers to the side. They've deemed them not that important. But at the same time, they're putting a lot of effort into these. Like I said, some of these voyages have more than one trailers. Some of them are really long trailers and have a lot of effort put into the editing and stuff. And it's like, I wish I could tweet at them and say, hey, at Funimation, get your shit together and find a consistent format for these trailers and schedule them to post, X weeks before the Blu-ray is released. And I don't need 3 freaking trailers for Season 11 Voyage 1. And bring back the collection DVD trailers, for God's sake. Those were good, what the fuck? But ultimately, no matter how I feel, these trailers are trivial. They're a very trivial aspect of the franchise. The main priorities for the dub right now are, good lip syncing, good voice acting, getting caught up to the Japanese broadcast, because, they're still 300 episodes behind. And if having a good trailer for these voyages compromises any of these 3 things, I will happily give them up.
We've got multiple teams that are going to be working on these dubs simultaneously.